Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Spookalai here, and folks, I am here today as your coach of the BatonRouge Banettes. And folks, I'm here today to give you all a little team rundown, but first, folks, switch lights here because I've got the bad light on for recording. There we go, much better. But anyway, folks, I'm here today to talk to you all about the BatonRouge Banettes team versus the Conneticut Cobalions, the very first team of the season, and a dangerous one to top it off. Because, folks, for those of you who do not know, in the IBF last year, apparently the Cobalions won as champions. So, no pressure. We're only going up against the champions last season. But let's hope this team does what it needs to do. I've run this team a few times. I did a few tests on it, made sure everything's spick and span on it. It's all ready. It's all ready to go and everything. It's all set up. Sorry, I'm actually talking to the IBF people, the IBF group now, because of a little situation that my battle has been delayed a little bit, so that's why we're doing this video. But anyway, it's nothing serious. Just my opponent forgot his charge, can't find his charger, so it's yes, he's dead. So we're just waiting. We're battling him tomorrow, which will be when this video and the battle will be going up. So it'll be a good time, folks. But anyway, folks, as you can see, I've got my team all set up. I wrote them down. I wrote them all down. I gemmed them all in. This took a little work for a power save, so hopefully it's not that bad as it is going to be in the future. But anyway, I think it's time we start. I'll start things off in the first bit. First things first, we've got Zone Tan. Now, Zone Tan is our, I would say, almost our special and physical wall, our special wall of this game, of this round. As you can see, she's rocking Stone Edge, Seed Bomb, Recover, and Stealth Rocks. The Stone Edge is to hit any kind of flying types coming in, because let me actually pull up the list and tell you all what the Cobalions have, because the Cobalions have like a ton of stuff coming our way. They've got Magmortar, they've got Piloswine, they've got, let's see, they got Ariados, Dodrio. They got a ton of Pokemon that do not appreciate a Stone Edge coming at them. And, these, well, sorry folks, but yeah, she's rocking the leftovers to get that health back every turn just in case, because I like to keep this one on the field as long as possible. With Stealth Rocks, if I can get those rocks up, that will severely hinder his team, unless he brings the Shift Tree. So actually I should have read off his whole team to y'all instead of just what Stone Edge would have been good for. But yeah, his whole team, he's got Magmortar, Musharna, Piloswine, Regirock, Soft, Shift Tree, Ariados, Dodrio, Dusclops, Floatzel, Probopass, and Raichu. So he's got some power. He's got some dangerous Pokemon on his team. And that's hopefully why this team, what I brought with me, will do what it needs to do. So, Storm Drains to take care of the Floatzel that comes in, and to take care of any unknown Water-type moves that can come out from one of these Pokemon. I don't know, off the top of my head, if someone wants to run... Actually, no, I can't think of anything because these Pokemon are bad. But yeah, either way, like, just to be safe, Storm Drain, that way I could, if I've got one of my other Pokemon out there and I know he brings in the Floatzel, expecting to hit me up with the Waterfall, I could switch in, get the save +1 on my special attack, which wouldn't do much, doesn't do anything for me really, but it does give me Water type immunity, which is really helpful. Let's see, next up, Seed Bomb. Seed Bombs to hit up the Piloswine if it comes in, the Regirock, or the Floatzel, or even the Probopass if I'm feeling lucky. But I don't think it'll do anything to the Probopass. I definitely don't think it will kill. Recovers to stay on the field. Stealth Rocks, it's self-explanatory. EV spread-wise, 208 in attack to give it a little bit of a boost in attack, 100 in defense, and 200 in special defense so he could eat up those hits. With a careful nature, just to be safe, because if I need to, I could change it to bold real quick before my match, but I'd rather, let's see, if I change it to bold, what happens. Yeah, you see, it's not really a big difference. So we're just going to keep it a careful. But yeah, so next up, we got I Have an Idea, the Lantern, coming in for the season 1 debut. Honestly, Lantern is gonna probably do some work in this fight because let's see, Lantern takes care of Magmortar, it takes care of Piloswine to an extent. It helps out with Regirock. It can help out with Floatzel and Dodrio. And with its moves, it could also help out with Sock. I don't think it one-shots Sock. Oh, actually, let's do a test. We'll do damage calculator so we can see. We'll bring up the damage calculator and take a look to see real quick. Okay, so let me pull it up real quick. Lantern, any choice spec set. Oh, that's right, you can get Ice Beam. Ice Beam, I didn't even think of that. Well, yeah, I thought of that, but I was like, I really don't need Ice Beam. My hair will not stay right, folks. It's been messy all day today. But let's switch out this with, Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so Dazzling Gleam versus a Saw. I'm gonna guess he's gonna go with the NU wall 100%. So it is a guaranteed OHKO at 110 defense, 110 to 130%. Whew, bless me, folks. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, it's 100%. So if he tries to switch into Sock, or if he tries to go into off the top of my head, Shift Tree. What does it do to a Shift Tree? Let's see. What's Shift Tree? Shift Tree is the RU Defog set. Let's go with. It's a 68% chance to OHKO. I'm liking those odds. Or if he's not even running that, he could be running an entirely different set. But no matter what, I'm pretty sure I could take a hit. Cause let's see, Leaf Storm. Oh wait. Okay, so yeah, he's a Leaf Storm from this thing with actually wait, what's a knockoff? Yeah, knockoff's guaranteed 2-shot. Sucker Punch is a guaranteed 2-shot. So there's no 100% chance he'll knock me out with that hit. Volt Absorbs in case he brings out the Raichu, or he wants to run something silly. Cause he wants to bring Thunder Wave on that Regirock. This Lantern's very important for that, because if he comes into Regirock and these things, I can just Thunder Wave his whole team. I can go into Lantern, take that, get the HP back, and it would force him to switch into something else. So Scald is for burn purposes, not really for damage purposes. If I can burn some of his Mons, that would just make me happy. If I could burn the Dodrio or off the top of my head, the Floatzel, the Probopass, whatever comes in. If I can get a burn on that Sock, because I'm pretty sure Sock doesn't need Guts. I don't think it does. But yeah, Thunderbolt's for power. Signal Beam is to hit up the Shift Tree if he switches into it, and so is Dazzling Gleam. Choice Specs just to give it that extra oomph that it needs. And EV spread wise, we got 100 in HP, max special attack, and 152 speed and 4 special defense. The speed's just in case he brings out, like, let's say he brings out Regirock and he tries to go for Earthquake. We should be able to definitely outspeed the Regirock in that case. But yeah, next up is the pinnacle, the power of our team, the physical force. We got Rattling Bone here. Rattling Bone is destruction, folks. He is disgusting on the field, and I love him. He's a beautiful creature. Rocking the Thick Club, because with that it doubles his base. It doubles his attack. So a base 80 attack goes to base 160. That's pretty scary. The only downside is he is weak to knockoff, so I have to be careful with that. He's got Rock Head, so he won't be taking any kind of recoil damage instead of just Lightning Rod or Battle Armor. But you never know, it could come to bite me in the butt, but either way. Bone Meringue for power, because I was thinking about it, either Bone Meringue or Bone Club, but if we look at it, Bone Club has worse accuracy for just a little bit more power, and I really don't care for that. Bone Rush, I really don't care for that either, because it's a 2 to 5 at half the power. So Bone Meringue's got that good mix of it's strong, but it's not gonna miss instantly. So Bone Meringue hits twice, so if he brings something with Sturdy, which I don't think any of these mods get Sturdy, the Probopass gets Sturdy. One hit will take it down to Sturdy, the other hit will kill it. Double edge is just in case I don't have something super effective to hit my target with. Say he goes out into Dodrio, I could go for the double edge. That's going to do a ton of damage. Hush. Fire punch is if he tries to do a switch in with Ariados or Shiftry, or just trying to get something in that can try to take me out. Knockoff is knockoff's for in case he brings Dusclops out on me. Because if he brings Dusclops out to get the Will-O-Wisp off, I can go for the knockoff. I could take getting hit with the Will-O-Wisp. I've tested it already. A Will-O-Wisp, even then I'm still gonna be taking a life or two. Most of the time, knockoff, if it doesn't kill Dusclops, it'll definitely bring it down to where another attack will kill it. But either way, that's pretty much the reason Rattling Bones here tonight. And our next one is going to be Charge Burst. Charge Burst is here, folks, because of that Mag Mortar. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Because of that Mag Mortar, because with that Flash Fire, we have immunity from Mag Mortar's Fire Blast hit. That's protecting Madame Yaga and Zone Tan from fire attacks. Focus Sash, because I've already tried it. He's not going to be able to outspeed much, but if he can take the hit and he can get down to that Sash, I can Sucker Punch and do damage. Sucker Punch will do damage. Thunder Punch is if he tries to be funny and go into Float Cell or Dodrio. And Superpowers if he goes into Piloswine or Regirock. And then Fire Punch is just so I have stab on him. Stat-wise, he's actually the easiest one to explain in the fact of max attack, max speed with the Adamant Nature, just to give him that boost to what he needs. And then 4 HP just to give him that little bitty pinch of HP in case he needs it. So next up is our second pinnacle, the other side of the team that's going to be probably used a good bit in this fight. We've got Madame Yaga, who is going to be who's our counter to our biggest threat, which is that Sock. If that Sock gets on the field, it won't be as serious if I can get Madame Yaga out there safely. But if I can't get her out there safely, then it'll be all over. If Madame Yaga drops before that Sock does, we'll be in trouble. Honestly, I'm actually shocked how well this Jinx does clean up. Like, I've just been finishing. I tested this team a few times. I want to say I've done about maybe 10 battles with it. Out of those 10 battles, the ones that we won, almost 4 of them were because of Madame Yaga alone. So Ice Beam for stab, obvious reasons. To hit up the Dodrio or the Shiftry if they come in. Though that Shiftry, that Sucker Punch is going to be a problem, so I have to be careful with that. Well, I got Lovely Kiss for that, so that's the whole reason with Lovely Kiss. So the Psychic is to hit the Sock, and I already did checks on it, folks. I outspeed Sock. I outspeed everything on his team except the Dodrio. I did a quick check on it, and maybe the Float Cell, because I didn't check Float Cell. That's the one mod I didn't check. But I outspeed everything that's not Choice Scarf on his team. So unless he runs a Scarf Sock, I should be safe. I should be completely safe, folks. But yeah, so I outspeed everything. If I need to, I can get the Lovely Kiss up. I have Focus Blast in case he decides to go into Probopass, or if he decides to go into Piloswine, or even Regirock. Dry Skin is again for that Float Cell, which might not be the best move. I could have went for the other ability, which would have been Oblivious or Forewarn. Dry Skin's usually the better option though, in case, because the fact that I don't need to worry about getting hit with something. Like, the only fire type he has is the Mag Mortar, and I'm not going to be sending out Madame Yaga against the Mag Mortar, so I should be safe. The Wide Lens is something I don't think anyone expects, because for those of you who don't know what the Wide Lens does, it's not a big boost, but it does it. Wide Lens, the accuracy of attacks by the holder is 1.1. So this increases Focus Blast from its base from 70% to 77, I think, and then Lovely Kiss goes from 7. Wait, where's Lovely Kiss? Lovely Kiss goes from 75 to like 84%. It's really a good boost, to be honest. It's worth it because that helps so much in a little match. If I miss a Focus Blast, that will be my bad, but it can't be helped. Madame Yaga is going to be here. If that Sock drops, then Madame Yaga has lived her purpose out. She can keep doing what she wants to do in the fight, but it's not going to be a huge loss if we lose her in that moment. The final member of the team is our physical wall, I guess I'd say. Munch and Lunch. Actually, no, he's more of a special wall too. I didn't really think about physical walls this week because I brought some bulkier mons with me. But yeah, Munch and Lunch is here. Honestly, this Pokemon is pretty handy. I've tested him out. He's pretty useful for the fight. I gave him Frisk so I can get an idea of what Pokemon, like, say he sends in his Sock, I switch out, I know if he's got a Life Orb or a Choice Band or Choice Scarf. I'll know what's on him, so I'm not going to be so worried. Assault Vest is in case I get hit with a special attack. Actually, I don't even really know why I have the Assault Vest on him. Because hindsight, like 20/20 folks, because we haven't done this match yet. I could change these items if I need to. Honestly, the only thing I could see that I would need to, the only thing I see that would really benefit him besides that is maybe getting a, maybe like a red card or something like that, to where it forces his mon to switch, or the eject button to switch him out if I need it. But that really doesn't help me in this situation. Like, I'd have to see what else I can work with here. But either way, actually the expert belt might work for him too. But anyway, we've got Shadow Sneak for priority. Shadow Sneak either one-shots or it almost one-shots Sock. I can't remember exactly what. I know it does damage to Dusclops. Ice Punch does damage to Dodrio and Shiftry. Brick Break does damage to Shiftry and Probopass. And Earthquake just bodies Raichu and Magmortar. It's a one-shot on Magmortar if I can hit it. The only one I haven't really accounted for is Musharna, and that's because Musharna, Rattling Bones can handle that one with knockoff, or I can go into, I have an idea, and use Signal Beam or something like that. So honestly, there's not really much to say about that. Come to think about it, I didn't even talk about Mariniaga stuff. It's just the basic 252, 252. But yeah. Munch and Lunch is pretty much just the bulky physical 3%. I really didn't try to customize these guys too much this week, just because I wasn't sure what to do yet. Since I've never really played NU and PU below. Like, I've used some of these mons before. In fact, I think the only mons I haven't used Heatmore before, and I haven't used Jinx before. So it's not like I don't know what these mons are. It's just I've never played with them in their tier. I played with them in above tiers and had them fight stronger mons. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, other than that, I think that's about it. I wish the Cobalions the best of luck. As of this moment, we didn't do our match yet, so I don't know. It could be either I win or he wins. All I know is I know what my threats are, folks. My threats to watch out for are the Magmortar, the Sock, the let's see, the Shiftry could be bad, the Dodrio, and the Dusclops. Those are all threats. What I think he's gonna bring, I think he is gonna bring either Magmortar or Piloswine. He's gonna bring Regirock. He's gonna bring maybe Sock. He could bring Ariados, because Sticky Webs on me would be a bad thing. He could bring, he might bring Dusclops, he might bring Probopass, he might bring Raichu. It's all up in the air because I don't know what he's gonna bring. So yeah, without further ado, folks, I think it's time to say thank you all for watching. If you love this little team analysis, I would love it if you go swipe that like button to show your support for the BatonRouge Banettes. And other than that, folks, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I will see you all in that battle. So remember, folks, to stay spooky. Bye, guys.